Hello, this is Doug from fingersonthefrets.com and welcome to my Guitar Pro 6 tutorial. So we're going to go out of Guitar Pro back into the iPad right now, and you can see it's right here in one of my folders. I'm going to open it up, and today we are going to demonstrate the value of using Guitar Pro 6 as a practice aid, and this is found if you are a subscriber or a member to my website, fingersonthefrets.com. It's very, very helpful. So if you're not familiar with Guitar Pro 6, I'm going to walk you through at the beginning. If you click out of here, you'll see I have 1,000 different scores in here that I've created and I've pulled off the internet sometimes. You can hit scores. You can search by artist. You can search by favorites, where you click the little star. You can search by recently added and so forth. So I'm going to put back to scores, and I'm just going to look at the song. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go through these other features. Sorry about that. I can edit and I can delete if I have duplicates, which I do have many sometimes. You can add from a computer or from iTunes or from a mobile device. So you can just hit here and it tells you how to do this if you wanted to add that way. I usually don't use that feature. News and updates and things like that over here. So no big deal. Okay, so if let's say you're going to select the file. I will go to Canon in D, one of my scores that I've created. Here's one. And I click it, and it opens up. And you'll notice that there's a playback function. There is a back to the beginning function. This is the loop function, which means as soon as it goes to the end, it's going to loop it around again. This is the metronome, on or off. This is the countdown at the beginning of the song. So it gives you a nice countdown. If that's not engaged, the song will just start. If the metronome's off, it just plays. But we want to use the metronome and the countdown for now. This is wonderful here. This is your speed. So if it's at ×1, that's just whatever the tempo of the song was, 60 up here, that's what it is. So you can slow down from there and really give yourself a chance to practice. And that's what we're going to talk about a lot today. So take this back to here. If you are over a chord symbol like this, like I put in all my scores, then you can hit the chord box, and there it is. And it shows the fingerings, and it says tap to play. So it kind of gives you a sense of the chords and what they are to play. If you go over here to tracks, if there's only one track that was listed, for instance, if it's a duet and I have 2 guitars in there, or sometimes someone will score out all the drums and bass and whatnot, there will be many different things listed there. This song only has 1 guitar part, so there's only 1 guitar part here. This is basically a capo. You can transpose the score. So for instance, if you wanted to capo this at the 2nd fret, you would go up 2 semitones and it would be in a different key. But we're just going to leave this here because it's supposed to be in D. If you hit the information button, you can change the sound of the instrument to a lot of different things. Some of these sound a little strange because obviously it's just a MIDI kind of a sound in the app, but it's really a neat feature to have because it's just fun if you want to change it. I just have it set for steel string guitar most of the time. Over here is the settings bar. If you hit the settings bar, you can view this with tablature and standard, which I kind of prefer. You can just view it with all tablature, and it gives you the rhythms underneath, which is very handy. Just standard notation, which again, it's not a bad idea, but a lot of my students are not skilled enough to just read the music. Or you can just read it as a slash, like a strum chart, which would not be useful in this case. So we're going to leave it right there for now. You can view the score size very small, medium, or very large. Large is great if you have trouble seeing, but you only see 1 or 2 measures at a time. I like medium. Chord diagrams listed at the beginning of the score, well, that's great and here they all are at the beginning, but I always found that a little bit useless as I get down within the score, because now I have to go back to page 1 and look for the chord box. I always have them listed in the score where they belong. The metronome with the countdown, I accent beat 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There's a bit of an accent. This is the volume of your metronome. The count after loop, that means it starts back over with the countdown. Sound bank, I always change it to the bongo sound because the click clack and these other ones are very annoying to me. The fretboard activate, I turn this off because again it takes up way too much real estate down here at the bottom. That's useless to me. I don't even know why they have that on there. It's cool. It looks neat. The notes show up here as you're playing, but I just think that's ridiculous. It's just useless to me. I'm sure someone likes it. Playback, sound playing in the background, which is, I never touch any of this stuff. I don't even know what that means. I'll be honest with you. Fret light, all right, that's probably something that I don't have. I think a fret light guitar is their guitar that you can link up to this. So at any rate, there you go. That's the settings tab, and that's how I set it. Okay, so how do you practice? Most of my students are getting pretty good.